This planet is populated by an intricate web of living organisms. From the microscopic organisms like algae to large complex creatures like blue whales, every living thing on Earth is connected by their base need for energy in order to survive. This energy is passed throughout the ecosystem through the food web, which is made up of various interlocking food chains that help us visualize the many different pathways energy can take as it travels from organism to organism. At the very base of this complicated web of life is Earth's most ancient organism, algae. These remarkable organisms come in a variety of colors and sizes, and much like plants all around the world, algae have the ability to convert sunlight into energy through photosynthesis. However, algae are not considered part of the plant kingdom because it has a drastically different form and structure that differentiate them. Not only do algae not have root systems, stems, or leaves, but their cells are also far more simple than plant cells. As some of the world's most primitive organisms, algae have adapted to be able to thrive in some of the most inhospitable environments, such as the deepest parts of the ocean, snowy mountain caps, hot springs, and salt marshes. Because of this, different types of algae can be found in nearly every ecosystem around the world. The abundance of algae on this planet, combined with their ability to produce oxygen through photosynthesis, has led to algae being the planet's largest source of oxygen, producing roughly 70% of the world's oxygen. Scientists today still aren't certain about exactly how many species of algae exist, but they estimate that there may be upwards of 1 million different species, only a handful of which have been discovered and studied. The species of algae that are known to the human world are sorted into categories based on their color, which comes from the presence of certain pigments. For example, the presence of chlorophyll gives green algae its color, while the presence of carotenoid pigments causes the algae to be yellow or brown in color. These pigments play an important role in photosynthesis because they absorb different types of light wavelengths. For example, chlorophyll is known to absorb both red and blue wavelengths more strongly than it absorbs green. Meanwhile, carotenoids and phycobilioproteins strongly absorb green wavelengths. Being aquatic organisms, algae rely heavily on the presence of these pigments to help them capture enough solar energy to carry out photosynthesis, because not all wavelengths penetrate water the same way. Red wavelengths, for example, can only be absorbed a few feet into the water, while green wavelengths are able to be absorbed deeper. Because of this, most deepwater algae has less chlorophyll and more carotenoids and phycobilioproteins. Of all the different kinds of algae out there, the most ancient and fascinating type is blue-green algae, which, thanks to the presence of both chlorophyll and phycocyanin, has a unique blue-green color. Unlike other types of algae, blue-green algae is considered to be prokaryotic, which means their cells do not have a nucleus, mitochondria, or other types of membrane-bound organelles. The cells of this unique type of algae also differ from those of plants and other species of algae, because they are round in shape and generally 1/10 to 1/20th of the size. The cells that make up blue-green algae also do not reproduce by mitosis. Instead, they use a process called binary fission, which is when the cell lengthens, the DNA replicates, and the chromosomes pull apart to split one cell into two. Being at the very bottom of the food web, blue-green algae plays an important role in the lives of every living thing on this planet, as it is the original source of much of the energy that is passed along the food chains. Because of this, various kinds of blue-green algae are thought to be some of the most nutrient-rich superfoods that can be consumed today. And one type of this amazing algae that stands out above the rest is extremely rare. It's called Aphanizomenon floss aqua, and it's known by many names, including wild microalgae, or AFA. This rare wild species of algae is directly descended from some of life's pioneering organisms that survived and adapted to the harsh climate that defined Earth's earliest years. Through its ability to adapt and evolve, AFA played a large role in creating the unique, oxygen-rich, protective atmosphere around our planet, which was vital for the evolution of organisms like fungi, complex plants, animals, and even humans. As if its role in the planet's history wasn't impressive enough, this species of blue-green algae is also one of the most impressive superfoods that exists in our world today. Not only have scientists discovered that the various pigments present in AFA and other types of blue-green algae have powerful antioxidant properties, but AFA has also been found to be, gram for gram, one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. This single species of algae contains all 20 standard amino acids, which makes it a complete source of protein. It also contains both omega-3 and omega-6 essential fatty acids in an ideal ratio for the human body, as well as 13 different vitamins, including vitamin A, K, and many of the B-complex vitamins, over 60 elements and trace minerals, and the mental energy activator known as phenethylamine, or PEA. This combination of vital nutrients makes wild microalgae a near-perfect food that provides a large variety of health benefits to the human body. Ultimately, AFA is truly one of Earth's first foods. It helped to spark life on this planet and continues to nourish creatures all throughout the food web today, which makes it the one thing that provides a universal connection between every human, animal, and plant all around the world. Here at New Earth, we know the power of AFA, and we have been in the business of harvesting this near-perfect superfood for you for 39 years. You can find more information at the link in the description.